I'm Susie with another balloon upgrade idea for you. In today's design, this is going to be for Valentine's Day, and we're going to implement the all wonderful teddy bear, which just represents hugs and love and all about Valentine's Day. Seems like anything with a teddy bear on it sells like crazy. So in today's design, you're going to need to go to your bakery department and store to store some 10-inch cake rounds. Cost about 33 cents a piece, so get a dozen of them or so. And then you're going to need to hot glue gun 3 of your weights on the bottom of it. I put them in a triangle so it's nice and even and steady on the bottom. And then you're going to get some maxi cups from us. And you will hot glue gun end to end, and then you'll just hot glue gun them right on top, like this. So this will be your finished product. All right. Now at this point all you need is 5-inch balloons and a balloon pump. 5-inch balloons, and also, an orb, which would match the balloons pretty darn well. So I've gone ahead of time and I've blown up the balloons so you wouldn't have to go through the painful process of watching me blow up all these balloons. And instead of having quads, which is what we normally work with, we're going to throw in one extra, and we're going to go with 5s or cincos. So you're going to take the 5 and just put them on the base and lock them into place. And you're going to do that with another set. Each one of these 5 pieces have 4 pumps each inside of them. So bring this on inside and lock them into place. Push them down a little in the middle. So you see it just covers up the mechanics beautifully and sets us up for the next step. Okay, so then you're going to want to find our orb, beautifully matching the balloons we chose. And the tail of this orb is helium inflated just to make this a little lighter. And because it's helium inflated, it's super important that you listen to these next instructions carefully, because if you don't, then you're possibly going to lose this balloon. So in the top of this maxi cup, there's just one large window. You can't mess that up. And you just want to feed this inflation valve through that window. And the tricky part here is you've got 2 little fingers that run parallel with this straw that we have. So just lock that into place. So you're just going to take the valve and go underneath one of the fingers and make sure that it's locked into place, and then go around the second one. So you got one here. Pull this quite tightly because you don't want this to be loose. And then shove this underneath that second finger so it's nice and secure. You'll know when it's in there. And then just take the end of this inflation valve and tuck it right into that window that you started with, so that it's nice and tight. Now, to cover the mechanics, we're going to take one more of your 5, and these 5-inch balloons will be filled up with just 3 pumps each. So these were filled up with 4 punch, this is 3, and you're just going to go on inside and then lock it into place. And then you're just going to kind of gently move this up so that covers your mechanics. And just move it up. And it's going to look a little bit awkward. So that's why we're bringing in our final, this is a quad, and these just have 1 pumps. And this is just going to put everything in its spot. So everything just kind of works up and works up and works up until you can see it just fits nice and tightly around the base. Right on up to the top. So that all the balloons just kind of kiss each other at the top. Okay, and now comes the sweetest thing, is our little bear. We sell these at Mayflower. You can probably get them anywhere, but while you're ordering your balloons, you might as well just throw a dozen of these on in here. This is our 10-inch balloon, and there's a couple different ways you can attach him, but I found one of the most effective ways, instead of using a hot glue gun or dots, which would work, but it's gonna kind of mar his paw. So in lieu of doing that, we're just going to use a scrap 260. And I find that it's just about invisible when it's tied on here tightly. So we're just going to tie it on here tightly. Just one knot. Put his little hand through. And then I'm just going to tie it again. Now I'll just lose my mechanics. And then feed him on up so that you have just one foot kind of dangling on the balloon, so it looks like this is just going to carry him away. All right, that is your design for the day. I hope this helps decorate your department so that you have a nice showstopper, something that people are really going to stop and enjoy for this Valentine's Day. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll have more how-to videos coming up soon for this Valentine's season.